Well, everyone, it's time for us to talk about some of the best Android phone with the best battery life that you can actually buy in 2022 right now. Now, I've owned several different devices throughout this whole entire YouTube channel career, and now I've owned a lot of different Android phones, and I like a lot of them. And I will say, with Androids, you have a lot of tinkering around you can do, so you can always go ahead and turn off ProMotion or 120 Hz displays. You can download a lot of apps that can usually clean out some stuff in the background to increase your battery life, but on stock, one of the best Android phones, I will say, with the best battery life right now is probably the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. This is by far one of the not only the most premium phones you can buy, but when it comes down to the battery life segment, Samsung they don't typically knock it out of the park every time, but with the S22 Ultra, all the reviews I've seen, all the reviews I've done myself on this type of phone has given me pretty good battery life. Now with this type of device, you're getting a really high resolution display with a 120 Hz panel. Now you can always go through and you can always turn off that 120 Hz, and that is something I'd recommend doing if you want to save a little bit more battery life. But even if you don't, with its stock battery size, it is actually pretty, capable, I would say, for 100% fact. I've personally owned the Galaxy S22, and I would definitely say that battery life is also pretty good, but with that 5,000 mAh battery, it is a pretty good battery life as well. But the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus has also given me substantial good battery life as well. It's a 4,500 mAh battery inside of there. It is a 1080p display, and with that 120 Hz panel off, it is really good, but even with it on, it's also a decent battery life too. I would say the S22 Ultra is still a little bit better, but the S22 Plus has a really good battery life within it as well. Now another phone is the Google Pixel 5a. This is also an excellent phone with a really good size battery inside of it. First of all, it is kind of like a budget tier phone, so it's not going to have like the greatest 120 Hz panel. It's not going to have anything like that. It is a 1080p panel, which is really nice, but it's also not 120 Hz for better or for worse, and it's also a really big size battery. This thing, for this type of size and capability and everything, I'm actually pretty happy to see that this thing inside of it has this big of a size battery. It costs $449 compared to the S22 Ultra, which is substantially more expensive. And this thing has a little bit of a bigger size battery than the Galaxy S22 Plus. This one, 4,620 mAh battery. So definitely say that's also a really good thing about the Pixel 5a. It's definitely not the fastest phone or the phone with the best camera, but you're getting a really good battery life within that phone as well. Now another phone that I've talked about heavily last year was the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I think this phone has amazing battery life inside of it too. It is over a year old as of this point, but it still doesn't feel like a year-old phone, and still I'm thinking about what Samsung is going to be doing in the future of their devices, and this is an excellent phone with excellent battery life as well. On top of that, I've mentioned this before, there were some conflicting things about this, in the last few weeks and months, but I think the Google Pixel 6 Pro also has a really good battery life as well. The Pixel 6 is also pretty decent, but this one has really good battery life, and for a phone that isn't necessarily like the most expensive right now, it's substantially gone down in the used market by quite a bit too. This is also a decent battery life that I would also, if you're going to buy a phone, this one's also pretty good as well. So those are pretty much the main battery lives I can think of that are like the greatest on that are greatest on Androids. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.